Hi everyone, this is your week 4 wake-up call for Humanities 103. All right, here's the course schedule for this week. Okay, right away you see that you don't have a discussion for this week, okay? Instead, you have something I think you'll find much more enjoyable. To start with, after you've listened to this wake-up call, just navigate over to Module 2, Week 4 to see what you need to do for the week, and then you'll see that you actually have your first major assignment due. Okay, so here is the week's listing under modules. You'll see that you have 2 videos to watch that includes more pantheons, the Indian pantheons and African pantheons. So those shouldn't take very long. And there you see your first major assignment, which wraps up this little unit. It's called the Pantheon Project. And you'll see that that's due not this week, but next week on Wednesday. So you have until September 22nd to turn this in. So if you click on that where it says Pantheon Project, it takes you to the assignment page. I am not going to read this word for word. You're fully capable of doing that. But I do want to go over the highlights here. It's worth 75 points. And this project really exercises your creativity. So the one big takeaway when we're talking about pantheons is that when we look at this family or group of deities or gods or goddesses, and we look at all of their supernatural powers, kind of like their backstories, how they relate to each other, this just gives us such a clear snapshot of the culture that really created this pantheon. So keeping that in mind, what I would like you to do is create your own original pantheon. And so to do that, I want you to identify 4 areas of your life where you could use a little bit of extra help. We all have those areas. Now, the cool thing about this class is that we have such a wide diversity of ages, of people in different stages of their lives, people doing different things. So one person's pantheon is probably going to be very, very different from somebody else's. So these are going to be really fun to read. So identify those 4 areas. I gave you some examples. Let's say that you are, you're getting ready to graduate and you are really looking at different, businesses or different job opportunities, and you don't know whether to move to New York or to LA or Iowa City. You have all these choices and you think, oh man, if I just had a goddess whose sole job was to give me career advice. Well, obviously she belongs in your pantheon, right? I said, I live in Northern California where we are bone dry right now. And so personally, in my pantheon, I would like a super powerful rain god or goddess. That would help me out a lot. Okay, so when you have these 4 areas identified, then you're going to create these 4 deities. So each deity has to have a name. You have to describe their appearance. They can have a gender or maybe not. That's up to you. You need to accessorize them. What do they carry? What do they fight with? What do they use? How do they get around? Do they have any, animals that travel with them? Then you need to describe all of their supernatural powers or abilities. What is it that makes them special? What's their area of specialization? And then I want you to relate that deity specifically to you. So, what is it about them that is going to be extremely helpful at this point in your life? And then I want you to come up with at least one ritual or celebration that you would hypothetically use to curry favor with this deity or honor them or remember them. Remember, we have those different types of myths when we were talking about Santa and all the different ways that we use Santa to explain the way we do things or to hang on to some historical event. Okay, so what is this ritual going to be? Okay, so use your imagination. I can hardly wait to read these. So this part is actually going to be like a formal paper. I want you to include an introduction that describes these 4 areas. You can even tell a little bit about yourself to sort of set the stage for these 4 areas of specialization. And then you should have a section devoted to each one of these deities. Now, part 2, some of you are really going to like. I want you to create a visual representation of your pantheon. I love the animation in those Crash Course Mythology videos. It's that little, almost looks like kind of cut paper, animation. And then they have the whole little family trees. And so that's what gave me the idea for this. So however you want to do it, you can draw it freehand, you can paint it, you can create digital versions of your Pantheon members. I said dress up your friends. Do anybody who cosplays? Take their pictures. You can make a collage, cut out, pictures and paste them together. However you want to do this. But you need to end up with 4 pictures, one of each of your deities. And then I want you to digitize your visual and save it as a JPEG. So when you've finished all that by next Wednesday and you're ready to turn this in, you're going to click on that link in Module 4. You can either access that way in the module, or you can go to the Assignments tab, click on that, and you'll find it in the list of assignments. So you'll get this screen, and it says Start Assignment, so you'll click on that. And then you'll get this little dialog box at the bottom, and you're going to be submitting 2 files. The first file will be a doc or a docx, and that's going to be the part 1, your paper. And then the second one will be the JPEG, the visual of your deities. So you see there it says choose file. You're going to upload the first one, and then it says add another file. Then you'll upload the second one. And then you hit submit assignment. And you are finished with your first major assignment for this course. Okay, be sure and let me know if you have any questions for that. That's all you have to do this week. Just a little bit of videos and then a lot of creativity. Here are the Zoom office hours for this week. Now, normally I hold office hours on Tuesday between 10 and 12, but for some reason I keep getting slammed with stuff to do on Tuesdays. So this week I have to just slide those times down to the afternoon. So that would be Tuesday, September 14th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So I'll be on Zoom. If you want to reach me, just click on the link, or by appointment anytime this week. Just let me know and I'd be happy to set up a meeting time. Okay, before I sign off, I just want to say I had so much fun reading those discussion posts that you wrote about your experiences with Santa. Every one of you did such a good job on that, and I thought your comments and feedback to each other were just outstanding. So huge, huge pat on the back for all of you for that. And I am really, really looking forward to looking at your pantheons. So have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you later.